involved with the Motown group and the Funkadelics. And now I'm very involved with the Blue Society. Recently, this past summer, I put up a show along with Don. They asked us to put up a show at the Hastings School Ballroom, the Tangent Gallery, where Aaron Timlin, he does a lot of things over there at Hastings. And we put up a show in coordination with the Women of the Blues. And that was Alberta Adams, who we recently lost. We were honoring her, and thank God we did it then. She was in her 90s, but she just passed away. She was being honored and stuff, and we had all the great women blues artists. And interesting, I just want to add something. Something came up today where I got a little note. I didn't get a chance to tell Don about it, from Eliza Neal. She's one of our great blues singers, kind of a Janis Joplin. She's on the road right now, and she wrote me a little message. She says, "You are number 2 on the chart. Look again, I'm only one of 2 women." I mean, and this is the music industry. I mean, so it's still happening in the music industry. So I'm just saying it didn't go away. And when I was teaching at CCS, and that one course I described to you, I had to open up a separate course with Christine Leahy, who's a writer. She's a poet, as a matter of fact. And we developed a course called Imaging Visual Verbal Crossovers. What was very cool about this class, we started in '88. And I stopped teaching in 2000, so the class disappeared. But it was packed with like 36 people, and as I said, my chance to present issues about racism, issues about, I don't want to get into it, corporations, what CCS was about, and boy, I don't work there anymore, so I don't mind saying anything about how they whitewashed that place, how they were keeping blacks out of the program, and I was told, you gotta watch your mouth, watch your mouth. So I'm not working there now. I can say what I want to say about that racist place.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate
okay. So, and I want to say, when we started that program, I looked around. I was looking for other students. I said to the women, in the class, I said, how many of you feel oppressed? How many of you feel that you've been discriminated against? Nobody's saying anything. I said, what's wrong with you people? I said, do you not know what's happening? Or are you there? What's wrong with it? And then I thought, maybe it's because I'm talking to a privileged class. Because generally speaking at CCS, I had a much more affluent group of women than I had at Wayne State University. Okay? So I thought maybe it's because they're all rich girls. And they don't feel oppressed because money buys you space. And it's a class warfare. And that's something else I want to bring up. And you should know that working in your field, that it's the poor women that get screwed over. Because whether you're black, if you're white, if you're a woman of lots of money, it crosses over. You're all the same because you got money, so you got power. Okay? And some of the women cop out and they marry rich men. That gives them power too. But that bothered me. So I asked Don about it, being a feminist and being married to somebody who has got a big mouth. I said to him, Don, what's wrong with these girls? And you know what he said to me? He says, maybe they're just used to it. And they don't even know what's happening to them.
Linda, that's a very good point about, sometimes that things happen that are normalized. And you said some really good stuff that I want to follow up on, but I do want to give the next speaker a chance.
I encourage all of you to think that if you think you have it so good, maybe you don't. You got to think twice about it and listen to people who've been through more experience.
That's awesome. Okay. I want to when after the next speaker speaks, I want to talk more about the Old Boys Club and solutions, possibly, and things that we can do. But we want to finish up with the politic climate. I think that thank you. You've definitely put a lot of history to